Welcome back to Crime Chronicles. Today we'll take a look at arguably one of the most iconic MMA fighters ever to get in the cage. He is known as much for his fights as he is for his legal troubles and success in business. Stay tuned as we take a look at Conor McGregor and dive deep into recent interview footage that appears to show some very disturbing behaviour from the fighter. Behaviour that might keep him from making a long-anticipated return to the fight game. Conor Anthony McGregor was born on July 14th in 1988 in Crumlin, a southside suburb of Dublin. He's best known as a professional mixed martial artist and professional boxer. His incredible success in the sport is backed up by an envious set of results. He is a former UFC featherweight and lightweight champion, and was the first UFC fighter to hold UFC championships in 2 weight classes simultaneously. He is also a former Cage Warriors featherweight and lightweight champion. Within the world of fighting, he is best known for his counter-striking skills, striking precision, and knockout power. The majority of his MMA victories have come by way of knockout or technical knockout via punches. If you aren't an MMA fan, you are probably still aware of Conor McGregor and his world-class trash talking. He repeatedly engages in trash talk with his opponents, which has led to him earning the nickname The Notorious. His bout with Khabib Nurmagomedov at UFC 229 drew 2.4 million pay-per-view buys, the most ever for an MMA event. His debut professional boxing match, during which he was defeated by Floyd Mayweather Jr., drew over 5.3 million buys across the United States and the United Kingdom. His larger-than-life persona, coupled with an explosive fighting style, is credited with popularizing mixed martial arts around the globe. McGregor has managed to convert his sporting success into financial success, and was ranked as the world's highest-paid athlete by Forbes in 2021. Earning a reported $180 million. He had earlier featured in the list in 2018 when he was ranked 4th with a reported income of $99 million. Throughout his career, McGregor has become the subject of many controversies due to his hot-headed and impulsive behaviour. Some of his antics outside of the ring have been pretty crazy, and some are downright criminal and have led to arrests and other legal trouble. McGregor's most consistent run-ins with the police stem from his poor driving habits. In both 2017 and 2018, he pleaded guilty to speeding offences and paid fines. In the 2018 case, he also had his driving licence revoked for 6 months. In 2022, he was arrested on 6 traffic charges, including being uninsured and driving without a licence, charges which led to his sports car being impounded. He was later charged with careless driving as part of the same incident. The case has proceeded slowly through the courts and is now scheduled to be heard in July of 2024. Conor McGregor's downfall may well have started on April the 5th of 2018. The day McGregor and others were caught on video pelting a bus with loose objects after a media event for UFC 223 at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. They shattered the vehicle's windows and windshield, injuring multiple UFC fighters aboard, who subsequently missed their next fights. The assault was reportedly intended as retaliation against one of the bus's occupants, UFC fighter Khabib Nurmagomedov, who had confronted McGregor's teammate and close friend Artem Lobov at a hotel earlier that week. UFC President Dana White condemned McGregor's behaviour as disgusting. By July of 2018, McGregor had turned himself into the NYPD and reached a plea deal that saw his assault and felony criminal mischief charges for the incident dropped, with no prison sentence or loss of his travel visa. Instead, he paid restitution for damages, served 5 days of community service, and agreed to take a short anger management course. I just want to say I'm thankful to the DA and the judge for allowing me to move forward, McGregor said at the time. In early 2019, reports emerged that McGregor was under investigation by Irish law enforcement for an alleged sexual assault of a woman in a Dublin hotel the previous December. In October of 2019, police received another complaint against McGregor from a woman who said he had sexually assaulted her in a car outside a Dublin pub. The UFC fighter denied both claims, but was at one point arrested and questioned before being released. In 2021, prosecutors indicated they would not be charging McGregor in connection with the alleged 2018 assault. Neither have they pursued legal action over the 2019 complaint. The woman whose accusations sparked the initial investigation sued McGregor for personal injuries after the criminal case ended without charges, again alleging that he assaulted her in a Dublin hotel. Those civil proceedings are ongoing, and McGregor continues to deny the accusation. In March of 2019, while in Florida, an encounter was caught on a security camera. McGregor was seen seizing and smashing the phone of a fan who tried to take his picture in Miami Beach. He was arrested for criminal mischief and strong-armed robbery, and spent several hours in jail before being released on a $5,000 bond. The fan dropped his civil suit against McGregor a month later, and authorities declined to pursue a criminal case after McGregor and the victim reached an out-of-court settlement. In August of 2019, he was once again caught lashing out on video. McGregor punched a pub customer who had repeatedly refused a shot of his proper No. 12 Irish whiskey, a liquor brand the mixed martial artist launched the year prior. That November, he pleaded guilty to assault, paying a fine and avoiding a stint of up to 6 months behind bars. The victim received an undisclosed sum in compensation as well. During court proceedings, it was revealed that McGregor had 18 prior convictions on his criminal record, most connected to his driving offences. Fast forward a year, and McGregor was detained and questioned by authorities on the French island of Corsica in September of 2020 for alleged indecent exposure and sexual assault in a bar. He spent 2 days in custody. 8 months later, French authorities declared a lack of sufficient evidence to justify a criminal prosecution. At the time of the incident, his representative stated that Conor McGregor vigorously denies any accusations of misconduct. Francesco Facchinetti, a famed Italian DJ and TV presenter, accused McGregor of punching him in the face and breaking his nose outside a hotel in Rome in October of 2021. According to Facchinetti, he and his wife had been partying with McGregor and the fighter's fiancée, Dee Devlin, for hours when McGregor attacked him without provocation. McGregor and Devlin had earlier that day taken their son to be baptized at the Vatican. "He is dangerous, he needs to be stopped," Facchinetti said at the time, formally pressing charges against McGregor, who as of early 2024 was still under investigation for the complaint. In July of 2022, a woman accused McGregor of physically assaulting her on his yacht in Ibiza during his birthday celebrations. She claimed that he became verbally abusive, then punched and kicked her, even saying he would drown her. She said she suffered an injury to her wrist when she fell from one of McGregor's blows and was eventually forced to flee the yacht, believing he might have killed her otherwise. Mr. McGregor is steadfast in his denial of all the accusations made by a guest on his boat, said his spokesperson Karen Kessler in a statement. While the unnamed woman hadn't signed a statement for Spanish law enforcement at the time, she filed a complaint with Irish police in September of 2022. Authorities in Spain subsequently reopened their investigation, but have not charged McGregor. The woman also sued McGregor, but later withdrew the claim with no reason given. In October of 2023, it was announced that McGregor had re-entered the US ADA testing pool, meaning he would be eligible to return to fighting after the drug testing agency's 6-month testing period. McGregor has stated publicly that he wants to return to the ring in 2024, saying he needs to test himself again. His last Octagon win came way back in January of 2020. His fight plans may now be thrown into chaos after being accused of tweaking during an interview with his Roadhouse movie co-star Jake Gyllenhaal. Fight fans were concerned after seeing Conor McGregor involuntarily spasming and glitching during an interview to promote Roadhouse. McGregor made his feature film debut in the remake of the 1989 action classic. Originally starring Patrick Swayze, this updated version features Jake Gyllenhaal in the lead role as Dalton, an ex-UFC fighter who takes a job as a bouncer at a roadhouse in the Florida Keys. As part of the film's promotion, the Irishman was interviewed by Sports Illustrated alongside his co-star. Fans who caught the segment were quick to notice that McGregor appeared to be tweaking throughout. People have offered a variety of responses to the clip on social media, many of them showing genuine concern for the UFC champion. His odd behaviour could have been down to something completely innocent, such as a lack of rest due to the film's punishing promotional schedule. More worryingly, it could be an indicator of CTE or other cognitive damage coming from a career in the ring. If the strange behaviour did come from substance abuse, being regularly tested in advance of a 2024 return to the ring should pick this up quickly. Hopefully there is a simple explanation, and we get to see the notorious return to full fitness and bring his undeniable skills back to the UFC in 2024. Thank you for joining us today on Crime Chronicles. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and share the channel with your friends.